Welcome back everyone to another killer concept. Today we've got a new one that I made up not too long ago from the making of this video. It's called the Magician. Now this one is a very much luck based character. It can be incredibly powerful if your luck is hitting good, but incredibly annoying if your luck isn't. So be wary when you pick this killer. So he's more played for fun than seriousness, and you'll see why. But first, let's get on into their basic information. They're a 4.6 per second killer with a 32 meter terror radius. After all, they're a magician. They're an entertainer. They want people to see and hear them. They are of a tall height, and their weapon, well, is a magic wand. What more could you ask for a magician? Let's get right into their ability though, which is Magic Hat. I mean, what else? You have the ability to tap your hat up to 4 times in a row. This applies random buffs or debuffs to either the killer or the survivors in your terror radius. This could mean that it would give you haste, but it could also give them haste. Slowness could go either way, it could give them oblivious or compelled. Who knows? It could give any mixture of things. So, just be careful. Like I said, this character is based on luck. The status effects all last for at least 5 seconds after your last tap on the hat. 5 seconds doesn't sound like very long, but if you get haste and they get slowness, that's more than enough time to hit them once and manage to make it so they lose a health state. Meanwhile, it's also enough time for you to fail at chasing them and them to get away. Like I said, luck based. Good luck. That's basically his ability. It's a very small one, but a very fun one. So without further ado, why don't we get on into his perks. Perk 1. Stage Show. Survivors seeing your aura will scream, revealing their aura. This does include if they can see your aura as well. Any way in which they see you, in any physical way, will cause them to scream. It's a pretty good one if you've got ghost face. People who will look at you and then you'll notice where they are. Pretty useful on other killers then. Perk 2. Hex. Master's Secrets. Chasing the survivor will ignite a tome, giving max exhaustion and blindness to that survivor. Basically making it so it's very hard for them to get away. They have to deactivate that tome, and it only activates once for the entire game. Perk 3. Hex. Master of Illusions. As soon as the game starts, a totem ignites, making all gens look and sound as though they're completed. All totems will seem as though they are lit, and all pallets will look as though they're being pulled down. This hex is the first one to die off if they get the right hex totem. Unless someone's running Undying, then of course Undying will always take first slot. This makes it a lot more fun, and makes them have to second guess and make sure they know which generators they've done. Or hunt every single tome. Good luck, survivors. This one's going to be fun. And without further ado, we're going to get right into his lore. So, this man trained to be a magician his entire life. It's all he ever wanted. And when he grew up, that's what he became. A stage show magician. Unfortunately, it was during the modern era. Nobody watches magicians much anymore. Especially not the old-fashioned type ones. Pull a rabbit out of a hat kind of thing. So he started to learn hypnotism. It was a way in which he could get other people to enlighten his act. So the few people that did come, well, he'd make them come every time. He got pretty decent and managed to gain control over the crowd itself, not just one person at one time. Though, as per usual, fame gets to people's heads. He wanted more, so he decided to get better and better at his hypnosis, to the point in which people didn't even realise that they were hypnotised and being forced to come to his shows. They became packed with people. So many he didn't know what to do with. Although, something didn't feel quite right. He made all these people come to his shows, but they never really wanted to be there. It was all sub-implantation from the hypnotism. And that just wasn't the same.
The guy wants me to put him out.
Though, with his ability, it did mean that he could do some amazing things. He could convince people that they were sick, or that they were healthy. Obviously, this did not change their physical health state at all, but it made them feel it, wholly and truthfully.
Nice try, but no.
The entity also took interest in this person. He couldn't actually make people feel better or feel worse. That's almost impossible. That was the entity's doing. Playing with him a bit. Helping him along with his abilities. And giving him a sense of knowing what the entity's power was like, even without conversing with him. One night, he did manage to cure someone from their eating problems. After all, this person's eating problems were all in their head. It's rare that they ever are, but for this person, it was. And he managed to save them from it. Well, with a hand from the entity, of course. This, however, did lead to many other people with eating disorders coming to him. Some he managed to cure, some he could not. Of course, the ones that were all in their head, he could manage to fix. The ones that were a genuine medical condition, he could not. He wasn't that strong. And the entity didn't want him to feel that strong. Make him seem powerful, when the entity is the only powerhouse it is. One night he invited all these people that he cured from their eating disorders to one of his shows. He wanted to show the world this, so it was live and filmed to the entire world. Snap of his fingers, he showed everyone what these people have now been able to do. Though it went horribly wrong, as the entity had messed with people ever so slightly. The snap of his fingers didn't cause them to show off much, other than their teeth and unwrithing hunger towards the magician himself. They all charged onto stage, started ripping him apart and eating him like a cannibalistic horde of zombies, ready for flesh. This was filmed and shown to the entire world live. It horrified people, and the film got cut. He got eaten alive, which allowed the entity to sneak in and claim him. Now he's in the realm, though he doesn't see everything the way in which other people see stuff. A lot like Deathslinger. He believes he's still doing his show, and he's getting people's attentions with his wand, tapping them on the shoulder to get their attention as they run off. So he uses his magic hat to use his hypnotism on them and give them all manner of ailments or benefits, depending on which come out. Well, that's the entity's choice. Thus, the new killer, the magician, roams around the realm, hunting the survivors for his next show. Thank you very much for listening to this very short one, actually, compared to the other ones, because it's not very much to go off of. But yeah, if you're enjoying these, don't forget to hit subscribe, and if you ring that bell, you'll be alerted up every Wednesday when I release a new killer concept, even the shorts that I do for them. If you're enjoying it as well, don't forget to leave a like. It means a lot for such a small channel as such as myself, and I would love it if you could do it. On top of that, if there's ever a killer that you'd like me to make based off of any movie, book, film, game, or anything such as that, do let me know, and I will try my best to make one. After some research, of course. This also goes for if you would like a survivor. I have plenty of survivor ideas, but I'm just focusing on killers for now. But if you want me to do a survivor, I most definitely will. But without further ado, the Cerberus, well, is going to be go bippity boppity boom. Ow!